Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope you're having a great Christmas day. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now this is your news report and second stimulus check update. According to NBC News, Pelosi says that the House of Representatives is set to vote on bigger stimulus payments after the GOP blocks the increase. House Speaker Pelosi said Thursday the House Democrats will vote Monday on a standalone bill that will provide direct payments to Americans of $2,000 per person. According to Newsweek, 43% of Americans agree with Trump and say stimulus checks should be $2,000 or more. More than 2 in 5 Americans feel stimulus checks should be worth $2,000, indicating agreement with Trump's comments early this week. Now folks, do you support the $2,000 direct payments, and will you be willing to wait for its approval? Or do you think that Trump should have just signed a $600 stimulus check and handed it out? Tell me what you think, everybody, in the comments down below. And before we get into the video, feel free to subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. My message to our politicians is to not let the American people suffer. Do your jobs and pass the stimulus. If you agree, leave a comment down below saying, pass the stimulus.
With his own party, but also puts millions of Americans in limbo as they wait for this relief.
Yeah, it really surprised a lot of people, pretty much stunned everyone. Lawmakers from both parties are expected to override the president's veto of next year's military spending bill. So does President Trump think he has the leverage to push Senate Republicans into backing these $2,000 direct payments?
That's right. So we're talking about two different bills here. The first is a defense spending bill that the president had signaled that he would potentially veto if lawmakers did not bound his demand to include in there curtailments for protections that are currently enjoyed by social media companies. Now, they have the votes to override this decision by the president to veto that bill. The president said he was also upset because in that bill were provisions that would require military bases named after Confederate leaders to be renamed. But that will likely be an override that will still go forward. But when it comes to the stimulus bill, it's not really clear what happens next.
Now, according to NBC News, Speaker Nancy Pelosi says the House of Representatives is set to vote on bigger stimulus payments after the GOP blocked the increase. Pelosi made the announcement moments after House Republicans blocked a Democratic bid to increase the payments as passed in the stimulus bill earlier this week from $600 per person to $2,000. Pelosi said in a statement on Thursday morning, "On Monday, I'll bring the House back to session, where we will hold a recorded vote on our standalone bill to increase the economic impact payments to $2,000. To vote against this bill is to deny the financial hardship that families face and to deny them relief they need."
This bill, if it comes back without these stimulus payments increased, or if he'll just sign it, move along, and then become involved in negotiations. Pretty much the only thing that lawmakers coming out of the session today really agreed on is that they want the president to sign the bill as is.
Paula, what if the president doesn't do anything and just lets the bill sit on his desk through the new year and through to potentially a new Congress?
Hopefully by then the president will have already signed the bipartisan and bicameral legislation to keep the government open, she added, and to deliver stimulus relief. Now the House is adjourned until Monday afternoon, when members will also vote on whether to override Trump's veto of the annual defense authorization bill. Now according to NBC News, Thursday's failed vote was the latest chapter in the saga of lawmakers' attempts to pass a massive stimulus package to provide economic relief during the crippling pandemic and a subsequent economic collapse. $100 billion relief package, which was passed by both chambers of Congress, the Democrats and the Republicans, included a new round of direct payments and help for jobless Americans, families, and businesses struggling in the pandemic. But in a video posted to Twitter, Trump complained on Tuesday night that the $600 stimulus checks were too small, arguing that qualifying individuals should get $2,000 and that couples should get $4,000.
Waiting for that relief either for their employer or those direct checks. The other problem you have is that the government will shut down on Monday for the third time in the president's administration. Now there is a potential stopgap measure that they are considering to keep the government going through the next session.
Folks, tell me in the comments down below, do you agree with President Trump in that $2,000 direct payments should be approved? Leave a comment down below saying yes or no. Now, after Trump's comments, House Democrats rushed to schedule a vote to increase the payments as Trump demanded. Because many members of the House are out of town, House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer said leaders tried to pass the bill by unanimous consent, which meant any single member could kill it. failure to advance Thursday morning throws into further doubt the future of any imminent financial relief for millions of struggling Americans. My message to our politicians is to stop playing political games and pass the stimulus. The great American people need help now. Thank you for watching, everybody, and until next time, have a great day and Merry Christmas.